Have you ever wanted to make the most of those extra Hasbro Pulse mini-puffed heads, but you just don't see any way of doing it? Well, now you can. There are actually sellers out there that are 3D printing additional bodies for these Hasbro Pulse mini-puffed heads, and we're taking a look at some today. So let's get into it. Hi all, Chris here. And yeah, I've had these Hasbro Pulse Plasma Series mini-puffs for a while now, and I love them. They're great for sort of scattering around your toy cabinet or adding a bit of character to a Ghostbusters scene. And the beauty of this set of 3 that Hasbro did was that they gave you 6 heads. So you had a choice of different expressions that you could put on your mini puffs at any one time, and you could mix and match and, you know, change it up whenever you felt that you needed to. But those extra 3 heads, when you're just displaying them in your cabinet, they don't really have anywhere to go. I scattered mine around, you know, just sitting them on shelves because I loved them. But I wasn't going to buy another £35, £40 Hasbro Pulse set to make the most of those extra heads. And in the end, if you did that, you'd be stuck with 6 more heads and it would just keep multiplying every time you bought another one. So I happened to be browsing on Etsy, and this shop came up, Dan's 3D Gifts. And what he offers is a set of 3 3D printed bodies so that you can use your Hasbro Pulse heads on them and get 3 brand new mini puffs for your cabinet. So I went straight on and I bought them because they look great and they're finally here. So I get to open up this box and take a proper look. So I think that's what we'll do now. So let's get this box open and have a look at them. And as I said before, it's Dan's 3D Gifts. I will put a link to his Etsy shop in the description of my video. Also, I've seen him posting on a few of the Facebook groups, the Ghostbusters Facebook groups. If you're members, you might have seen him posting recently. But here we go, into the box. Looks like it's really well packaged, so I'm pleased with that. Let's start getting these out. And here we go, there's the first one. Look at this. How cool is that, with a big hole through the middle as well? Yeah, really, really interesting poses that you can get from this shop that I love. One of the things about the Hasbro one was that they all just sort of were static standing figures. But look at this. You've got another mini puff that's cut in half. And that's going to look fantastic put on your shelf. Love it. You're going to have to find the right faces for these 3 as well. But there's his feet there. Let's get them out. Yeah, brilliant. Love that. And then let's find the last one. Here he is. And the sit-in mini puffed. They're just so cool already. I love them. I mean, the mini puffs are amazing anyway, but I love this. And actually, he's also thrown in a radioactive mini puffed as well. So he also does glow-in-the-dark mini puffs. So we'll also take a little look at that one later. But yeah, really, really pleased with that. Can't wait to get the heads on these and start putting them into some poses. They're so cool already. I'm so pleased I got them. Dan's done a great job of printing these off as well. Oh, and also forgot to say, it does come with a bunch of stickers as well. So I'm a sucker for stickers. They're great. Thank you so much for those, Dan. They're brilliant. But let's take a proper look at these bodies. Before we put some heads on, let's have a proper look at what these bodies look like. I'm really, really pleased with some of the looks to them. We're starting off with this sitting one first. And I mean, they're so white. I've been struggling with white balance on my camera all morning trying to get this right. But I love them. Yeah, they're great. For a 3D printed model, I think they look excellent. You can see some of the remnants of the 3D printing on the top. I think with any of these things that you get from 3D printers, maybe a little bit of sanding over the edges, that'll help a little bit. So that's something that I'll definitely do just to see if I can smooth those edges out. But I have no issues with that at all. I think, you know, they look great, and I'm just being picky that, like, really close up, I could maybe smooth it a little bit, but I have no problems with them as they are, and especially in cabinets, they'll look great. I think this is my favourite, the split in 2 mini puffed, because you can spread him out as far as you want, really. I think I'm definitely putting a grumpy face on him. He's not happy that he's lost his legs. But yeah, really, really pleased with that. The top of that looks great as well. And now we move on to the one with the huge hole in the middle. There you see my finger goes all the way through. And it's great. Yeah, I think that's the beauty of these 3. It's just that they're so much more expressive than the 3 mini puffs that you got with the Plasma Series set in the first place. And there's nothing wrong with those. Don't get me wrong. I'm not belittling the Hasbro ones. And we've got the Hasbro one here, so you can take a little look. Almost identical in size. And the Hasbro might be a little bit smaller, actually. But, you know, it's very negligible. You wouldn't be able to tell that in a cabinet. But But yeah, the Hasbro ones are a little bit more static. They're just standing, but they do have movable arms on the Hasbro ones. So I guess you can put them into a couple of positions, but nowhere near as expressive as these three that you can now get from Dan's 3D Gifts. So what we'll do is we'll get these 3 heads. These are my 3 spare heads that I've got. We could mix them around a little bit more, but these are the 3 that I've already got spare. So we'll go with these for now. And we'll start to put these on. And we'll see how they fit on. So as you can see, the ball, just a single ball joint really. That fits on pretty nicely. It's quite snug, actually, on that one, but I have no problems with that. Head moves nicely. Yeah, it looks in proportion. I have no problems with that. I think that looks fantastic. Super pleased. It's great that I'm getting an extra 3 Mini-puffs. And there we go with the second head as well. Yeah. Oh, he's so pissed. He's not happy at all, is he? He's lost his legs. Someone's done that to him and he's not pleased. And I also forgot to say at the beginning of this video, the set of 3 were £15 from Dan's 3D Gifts. I do believe he ships internationally as well. So, just saying, I think it's worth going and having a look. And there's a third head on there as well. And just as a little last one, a little extra, we've got this radioactive Mini-puft here as well. So this glow-in-the-dark Mini-puft. I really like this. It got a slightly different feel to it when you hold it, and maybe a little bit rougher than the white ones, but I bet you anything that is the material that is being used, this glow-in-the-dark material that's being used for 3D printing, and I know nothing about 3D printing, so I can't say whether that's true or not, but he's done such a fantastic job of adding little colours and details to this as well. The red strap on the top of the hat, that's a separate piece that's been attached by the looks of things, so I'm really, really impressed with the attention to detail that Dan's 3D Gifts has gone to make this. And I know you can buy a set of 3 of these glow-in-the-dark ones as well, so why not? I'll try and find somewhere dark that I can video that to show the glow-in-the-dark look to it. But yeah, let's have a quick look at them all now that the heads are on. So yeah, I'm over the moon, to be honest. I think that adding another 3 Mini-puffs to my cabinet for just £15 while making the most of 3 heads that weren't doing anything is a no-brainer. I think if you've got this Mini-puff set, why wouldn't you want to get another 3 bodies? And especially 3 bodies that are doing far more than the 3 static bodies that you got in the original set. In Afterlife, they're not standing still, waiting for Paul Rudd to take pictures. They're wandering around, they're stabbing each other, they're melting each other, they're getting into all sorts of trouble. So these 3 Mini-puff bodies that you can now buy kind of encapsulate that really as a little set. Why not go and support him and buy yourself a set? I mean, it looks like he sells sets with heads as well. So that's the other thing. If you never got the opportunity to buy that Plasma Series Hasbro set when it was first released, now's your opportunity to go and get yourself some 3D printed ones. I don't think you really can't tell them apart, really. That they look very similar. And here I managed to find somewhere to showcase the glow-in-the-dark Mini-puft as well, and that is super effective. I'm probably going to have that, because my cabinets are all lit, so I'm going to have to find somewhere else for this, but I don't have a problem with that at all. I think sitting on top of one of the cabinets so that when it gets dark at night, it really stands out. Can't wait to see that. Yeah, really pleased. So yeah, I will say, thanks to Dan's 3D Gifts for that little extra. And I'm really, really pleased with them. I'm glad I bought them. As I say, the link will be in my description. But that's it really for today. I just wanted to make people aware that these sorts of things are out there. I'm so pleased that I found it and that I can make the most of my spare heads and get 3 extra Mini-puffs. I've doubled my Mini-puff numbers in my cabinet, so really pleased with that. And if you like these Mini-puffs, why not pop a like on the video as well? That'd be really helpful to me. And also, why not subscribe for more action figure reviews and news? We've been on a bit of a Ghostbusters kick recently, and I'm loving it. So we've got loads more Ghostbusters figures to review, got loads of other stuff to review as well. So yeah, come and subscribe to the channel. Our community would love to have you. And if Ghostbusters figures interest you, why not check out this video next? Thanks a lot for joining me today. I hope you all take care. Bye-bye now.